Hello everybody and welcome to Totnes. Now today I'm going to be travelling to the South Devon Railway. Now this is a great heritage railway, however I am not in Totnes just to ride ordinary steam trains, as today is the South Devon Railway's 2024 Diesel Gala. This is a very special event as it is the first diesel event that the railway has hosted since 2019. So the event was very popular and I'll give you a clue to how good the event was. It was a very good success. Now I try and use public transport wherever possible, so I decided to get the train to Totnes from Bridgewater. Now, the Heritage Railway runs between Totnes and Buckfastleigh with two intermediate stops, with there being Nappers Holt, which is a small little request stop, and Staverton, which is the only main intermediate stop on the line. And here you can see our first locomotive of the day, which was this absolutely fantastic Class 33, which I have ridden on before at the West Somerset Railway.
See them at Staverton getting off and going in the car park there.
Is that what we're passing at Bishop's?
Yeah.
Here we are leaving Totnes South Devon Railway Station, otherwise known as Totnes Riverside, on the 10:30 service bound for Buckfastleigh. We'll be alighting the train at Staverton. Here we are passing the South Devon Railway's request stop, which is Nappers Holt. Now, this station doesn't even have a proper platform. It is basically a gravel square. You have to step down if you wish to alight or board the train at the station. Anyway, there's not a very large gap between Nappers Holt and Staverton, and we were soon approaching Staverton station. Here we are arriving into Staverton. Now, this station is the only intermediate station on the line, and it has always been rather quiet. However, I don't think I've ever seen the station this busy. I suppose it is the first Diesel Gala on the railway since 2019. Here is 33002 leaving Staverton on its way to Buckfastleigh. This service was running about 4 minutes behind schedule.
It's above 10 degrees. Someone says weight limit.
Now, because I didn't have very long at Staverton and because our previous train was running quite late, here is my next train to take me back to Totnes, already arriving into the station. This train was formed of 2 Class 25s, with 25282 leading the train, whilst 25185 was trailing at the rear. Here we are passing Nappers Holt once again. If the South Devon Railway does hold a Diesel Gala next year in 2025, I am hoping they'll be able to alight and board a train at Nappers Holt, since it is a very unique station that not very many people use. Here we are arriving back into Totnes Riverside Station. Now, I'm not too sure what happened here at Totnes Riverside. However, my next train, which is this Class 04, pulled into the platform at Totnes Riverside Station before the previous train, which was one of the Class 25s, departed the station. So the 25 ended up leaving Totnes around about 10 minutes behind schedule. Here is class 2525185, otherwise known as D7535, leaving Totnes Riverside on its way back to Buckfastleigh. As you would find out a bit later on, this loco would cost me a ride on the class 04. Here is Class 04D2246 arriving into the main platform at Totnes Riverside, hooking up to a rake of coaches which would be pulling us from Totnes up the line to Staverton. There are quite a few journeys done by this 04 shunter that was solely done between Totnes and Staverton and were not serving Buckfastleigh at the northern end of the line. Unfortunately, the 1203 service to Staverton ended up getting cancelled. This is because of D7535 failing just up the line. Unfortunately, just like I said earlier, D7535 would unfortunately cost me a ride on this 04, which is D2246. However, apart from missing a ride on this 04, pretty much everything else went to plan. So I now had to wait an hour at Totnes Riverside for the 13:15 departure bound for Buckfastleigh. Here is D2246 departing the main platform at Totnes Riverside to shunt into the adjacent sidings. If you look at the far end of the main platform here at Totnes Riverside, you can just about see a cross-country service arriving into Totnes on the main line, presumably bound for Plymouth or Penzance. Totnes Riverside Station is a great place for train spotting on the main line.
Country train. Bigger who's in yours?
That's how it said too.
Two trains there, Fred. What's one of those folks? He's towing it or something.
Just as a cross-country train departs heading northbound on the main line, here is Class 33002, otherwise known as Sea King, arriving back into Totnes Riverside after doing a round trip on the South Devon Railway between Totnes and Buckfast. Now you may be wondering, Fred, why would you want to go for a second ride on 33002? Now Class 33s are just amazing. However, 60029, which was the only visiting locomotive at the South Devon Railway 2024 Diesel Gala, would be joining the train at Staverton. So that is why I wanted to get a second ride on 33002. Here we are leaving Totnes Riverside Station on our way to Buckfastleigh. This time I'd ride the full length of the South Devon Railway, this time picking up 60029 Ben Nevis at Staverton.
set of 4 or 5 carriages will have the other 25 people. So, and they will be stopping further to the left. The Class 04 will be running. They will follow the 1354 from top next, by Class E, and then they will run the last scheduled train heading towards Class 2. Please do ask for the contact to go on that train and catch the train.
Here we are arriving into Staverton. Although it is the only intermediate station on the line and is quite a small station, it looked like there is quite a lot going on here, and it looked like there is a lot more going on here than there was at Totnes Riverside. As a result, the station was far busier than Totnes Riverside. Here we are leaving Staverton a few minutes late with 60029 Ben Nevis now leading the train in front of 33002. Here we are arriving in Buckfastleigh, which is the biggest and the main station on the South Devon Railway, and is where the majority of shops and cafes are located. Here at Buckfastleigh there are many things to see and do. As well as that, there is the museum, as well as the South Devon Railway gift and model shop. As the name suggests, in the gift shop they do lots and lots of models which are quite expensive. However, you could get 10% off if you really wanted to spend quite a lot of money. As well as that, for one day, which was today, in the museum there were a few Cavalex models on display. See 60029 Ben Nevis at the front of the train we just came in on from Totnes. For some reason, this train is in a grey GBRF livery instead of in the standard blue and yellow GBRF that first seemed to be applying on most of the GBRF trains. Anyway, here we are in the museum where there is a few Cavalex models on display. Here is 33002 turning around at Buckfastleigh to form our next and final train back to Totnes, which would be the 1410 from Buckfastleigh, calling at Staverton and Lapis Holt. Unfortunately, this train would not include 60029 and would just be hauled by 33002 Sea King.
You know, we've got two already.
On time.
It's a quiet pull off, isn't it?
Here we are leaving Buckfastleigh on the 1410 service to Totnes Riverside. This service was being hauled by 33002, which you saw turning around a few minutes ago.
Everybody go.
pig in them.
Here we are using the passing point near Staverton, which is where trains pass on the line, and this is where the only passing point on the South Devon Railway is located.
Did you hear me smack my head on it? Did you hear my thing now? Did you hear it? I think it's 55566. That's what my thing is now. It's 1076. So I upgraded from the command to 10.
Here we are arriving into the very busy Staverton station, which, as you can see, was where D2246 was being stabled until its next duty.
Wait, I think you should know. If you get me like a massive notebook, that's what you can print the pictures up and then put the next number. And it's next to the name. Number. Because it's 10, 9, 8, 7. No, it's 10, 9, 7, 6.
Sorry?
10 plus 1 is Well, I need is the 8. And not the 8. So now it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I forgot 6 now, 3.
Oh, how are you? Yes.
10,
Okay.
now, 8, 7. Miss 7 now.
That's it, yes. These are books out price. Okay, and I've got the 125 stickers.
I'll show it to her and I'll put it back down.
People just zap their gas all day.
Here we are arriving back into Totnes Riverside for the final time, approximately 9 minutes late at 14:55.
There's a carriage due somewhere.
Here you can see 33002 turning around at Totnes Riverside. Here I am walking down the path from Totnes Riverside Station to the mainline Totnes Station, where regular trains run to the southwest and north to London or Birmingham.
Railway service to Cardiff Central via Bristol Temple Meads. Calling at Newton Abbot, Tinmouth, Dawlish, Exeter St David's, Taunton, Bridgewater, Highbridge and Burnham, Weston-super-Mare, Worl, Yatton, Nailsea and Backwell, Parsons Street, Bedminster, Bristol Temple Meads, Filton Abbey Wood, Patchway, Seven Tunnel Junction, Newport and Cardiff Central. This train has 5 coaches. Due to a short
Here is my final train to take me back to Bridgewater, arriving into Totnes Station. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next year for the 2025 South Devon Railway Diesel Gala, if it even happens, which I hope it does, because honestly, today was an absolutely fantastic day out on the South Devon Railway. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and make sure nobody steals your purse, as there was a robber on this train. I'm not too sure if they got off at Totnes or if they stayed on the train, however luckily I didn't manage to get any of my things stolen. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one on some sort of public transport. Bye everyone!
You had a good day out there. I wasn't going to do it, but I thought.
Well, we've done it. Our grandson wanted to do it.
Well, fair enough. I wasn't going to. I just train was there, got on. Don't tell 25.
Yeah.
The leading one failed.
Were you on the one that broke down?
That's the first one I did. That last minute I decided to do it. So I wanted this big engine, that's why. I got it, but...
Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to Cardiff
yeah, I was on the one that
Central.
broke.